going for a platinum win as he drops down through the final corner and sees the green flag. Now with the front straight in shadow here at Road Atlanta, a great restart. No chance for Maxwell Root or Zachary or Roman De Angelis, excuse me, to improve their positions. Carrazzo's right in amongst cars that are a lap ahead of him.
Yes, including Jonathan Ziegler.
Yeah,
right
that's a problem. That's a problem for Ziegler.
And then Kurt Fazekas is right in there as well, number 52 car. He also is a lap down.
So Carrazzo in that bright yellow with the sort of reddish stripe down the middle of it. He's a lap back, that 27 car. Then our leader in gold is Jonathan Ziegelman. Meantime, Anthony Imperato feels the need to defend against Trenton Estep as they go through turn 6 and now through turn 7 and on the back straight. And David Coltman's right in there as well. So Imperato, from being fairly comfortable in 4th position, now has a couple of hard charges right up his Porsche tailpipes.
He does, doesn't he? But once again, a great restart there by Zachary Robichaud. Gets right on the case. He pulls out 0.4 of a second in that first sector.
Here comes Estep, goes to the right, now to the left. He's going to have to come from a very long way back. Coltman might have an opportunity here if these two trip each other up. The white, mainly white car is the 91 of Imperato, then the black and gold Hertz colours of Estep, who got it all wrong coming down the hill, and that's going to cost him a bit of time. Coltman in the grey of Park Place. Oh, a lock up there from Maxwell Root as he went into turn 1, and that's not a big braking area there. So has he flat spotted one of his Yokohama tyres? Robichaud pulled out 1.2 seconds in 2 laps, and 0.8 of that was on the second lap. That's fantastic stuff. So Max Root now, keep an eye on the performance of the white Porsche with the red front and the blue stripes down the side, the number 7 car, with Roman De Angelis in the white Porsche with the green stripe down the middle. 5 minutes to go. Onto the back straight. 22nd time of asking. Robichaud had to fight his way to the lead this time and did it well. Did it without marking the car. This young man is a champion in the making. He's not in championship contention here this year because he hasn't done the whole championship. Stepped in halfway through the season as a super sub, if you will. Has won the Ultra 96 IMSA GT3 Championship north of the border, and is proving that he knows how to drive a Porsche. Had an extraordinary run of victories. Another little lock up, this time by the leader. Actually, was it the leader last time that locked up then? It must have been. My apologies. So that right front just being nipped up a tiny bit as he turns into the first corner. And that's not a heavy braking area, as I mentioned, not even in one of these cars. So let's hope that's not a problem. He's gone very wide at turn 5, all the way across the curb and into the cutout. Now he won't get away with that too many times either. Imperato still ahead of Estep, who's still ahead of Coltman. 91 from the 3 and the 71, still battling for the last step on the podium. Behind Roman De Angelis, who's just, I think, a little bit out of reach at the moment. 19.7-1, your top 3.
Yeah, that's been the way since the pass for the lead, which came on lap 12 when Zachary Robichaud found his way past Maxwell Root. And he's certainly doing an absolutely exemplary job once again at the front of the field. But David Coltman, he's first time here. He didn't get much practice time yesterday because he had an off in the first session, so didn't get out for the second session yesterday afternoon. So he's got a lot of ground to make up in terms of track time here, but he's putting a lot of pressure on the championship leader, Trenton Estep.
I reckon this one and one more, Jeremy, with just on 3 minutes to go as they cross the line in front of us this time. The sun about to drop down.
Maybe 2 more.
Do you think? Okay, we'll see. About to drop down behind the hillside, right in our faces as we look up towards the bridge before the final corner. The leaders are already down through the S's now, all in shade, and the lights that will be used for the IMSA WeatherTech Moto Petit Le Mans on Saturday as we run into full darkness, already beginning to show in the darker portions where the track is in shade from what's been a beautiful afternoon, beautiful sunny afternoon. And it's been sunshine pretty much all the way for Zachary Robichon too, as he leads from route by 2 seconds now. And then it's De Angelis who's got a decent gap back to Imperator, Estep and Kolkman. Those three still there or thereabouts. One missed apex or a little bit of a missed braking point. It could still change there. Right, let's see if Jeremy is right. I think he might be, Jeremy. Still one at 140 to go. Yeah. One more after this one. So Robichon has about 5.5, just under 6 miles to go to claim yet another victory. Oh, did I miss the white flag?
I don't think it will be white flag. It'll be white flag next time.
Right, okay. That's, I think you're right, Jeremy. Robichon by 2 seconds now. This is an extraordinary run again by the young man.
Yeah, and super consistent. The last 2 laps within 2 or 3 hundredths of a second. 24.91, 24.95. This last lap around, is, you say, he's extended his lead now over Maxwell Route to over 2 seconds.
Crossed the line first in the last race of the championship up at Sonoma, but lost the victory in post-race tech. Too much rear camber on the Mo-Speed Porsche. You can't fault the young man for his driving there, and you certainly can't fault him for it again here. Less than half a lap to go. Time will have just about expired by the time he gets to the line, and it should be white flag this time around. The distinctive Mo-Speed M above the front wheel arches of their cars. It's a lovely little touch for identification, and the white flag being waved with some gusto to signify the last lap. And it's Robichon who has done the business again. Had to fight a little harder than some of the races he's won this year, but fight he has. Not sure that Jason Lee and that long full course yellow has made any difference whatsoever, Jeremy. Looks like he had plenty in hand from the Mo-Speed car and the Yokohama tyres. Maxwell Route with nothing left for him, although he's just done his fastest sector 2 last time around his route, and he's had to because Roman De Angelis was closing in on him, almost got within a second of him.
Yeah.
And Imperator's only 3/4 of a second further back as well. So the battle for the minor places potentially still to be resolved, but it is crumbs from the table of Zachary Robichon, who has had a feast of first positions this year, north and south of the border, and he's adding to his tally now. Pick the bones out of that, everybody else. Mo-Speed and Zachary Robichon goes through. 17th win?
Yeah, 11 north of the border and 6 down here. Should have been 7, but he's going to count 6 of them, assuming he passes post-race tech.
Note the slight incredulity in my voice as Jeremy wrote that down for me. 17 wins for Robichon, and Jonathan Ziegelman in the Dave Mirage champion Porsche, carrying the colours that Bill Adam raced many years ago, including the Raider signs, goes through to win the GT3 Gold Cup, and just in behind him, Alan Metney goes to the head, I reckon, of the Platinum Masters category by winning in the 99 car, and Charlie Look having a luckless day in the 45 car. What a turnaround in the Masters category that's been so competitively fought all season.